Hello, this is MrChabry. Last time we defeated Kyurem over on this side. And I'm actually going to switch my Pokemon for a split second. Let's go ahead and put Hazelnut up front. Just for a moment. Just for a moment. It's going to make some more sense. But now that we've defeated Kyurem, it's time to go to the left. What? You beat Kyurem? I pretended to be strong, but I don't have any Pokemon. This guy just didn't even have Pokemon to fight. Right, so now we'll step out here, and we'll see this familiar face. That blasted Kyurem. The fool is far too committed to pure science. This is how he repays me for making him the boss of Team Plasma. How dare he put his personal intellect curiosity before our ultimate mission of conquering Unova? How fortunate for you. You get to be the sole audience member for one of my speeches. Team Plasma will use its knowledge and technology to take Kyurem's true power to its ultimate limit and freeze the Unova region. The terrified people and Pokemon will bow at Team Plasma's no, at my feet. Poking that staff around, Kyurem is an empty being, the remnant of a certain Pokemon when it split into Reshiram and Zekrom. My desire is absolute rule of Unova. That's right. Kyurem will be the vessel into my desires will be poured. Lord Ghetsis, Kyurem has been transferred. It's finally here. The wonderful era in which the absolute ruler of Unova has finally arrived. I'll let you take care of this. Oh, there he goes. I'm just going to sit and watch him. Oh, and Hugh, wait! You're a Shadow Triad. Tell me about the Purloin that was stolen in Aspersia. Very well. This might be it. What's growling? I stole his Pokemon 5 years ago in Aspersia. It seems likely that it's the Pokemon you're thinking about, but now it only listens to my commands, such as the fate of Pokemon that are trapped in Pokeballs. What? Don't mess with me. That's someone else's. Oh, I feel sorry for Pokemon. They're ruled by Pokeballs and the whims of their trainer. Lord Ghetsis spoke of Pokemon liberation 2 years ago, simply for his own ambitions, but if his plan has succeeded, many would have been saved. This Lipard, you knew it as Purloin. If it had been released, it might have been returned to you. Well then, you there. I won't let you interfere with Lord Ghetsis' plan. So you has finally found the Purloin, but it's now a Lipard, and it's under the complete control of this member of the Shadow Triad. Alright, so it's time to face him. We've got Pawniard. This guy is going to have 2 Pawniards. We've faced those things before. It knows Metal Claw, Feint Attack, Slash, Scary Face. The other one, instead of Scary Face, will have Hone Claws. Not that much of a threat. We faced many of those. Now he wants to learn Rock Climb. Rock Climb is a move that doesn't really have much usage. Back in Generation 4, you could use it to climb climbable areas. Now it's pretty much just a useless move. It does have decent power, though, 80. And it has a chance to confuse. But you need strength. You need strength to traverse. So I'm going to stick with strength. His main Pokemon is going to be Absol, Pure Dark, Night Slash, Future Sight, and Swords Dance. We faced this thing plenty of times as well. And we're going to high jump kick it and knock it out. And there it is. Team Plasma Shadow Triad member number 1 defeated. And if you haven't picked up, you're going to have to face all of the Shadow Triad at this corner of the battle. You're not done yet. We swore to be loyal to Lord Ghetsis, since he saved us. There's like a backstory that I'm intrigued by there. So this guy is going to have 2 Pawniards. The Pawniards are pretty much the same setup, same moveset and everything. Really, the Shadow Triad, they're going to... The only difference between them is who is their main Pokemon. Now, they all have Pawniard. This one's main Pokemon is going to be a Banette. Pure Ghost, has Shadow Claw, Sucker Punch, Psychic, and Will-O-Wisp. And the thing is, Hazelnut's good against that thing as well. So we've been pretty lucky with these high jump kicks. Alright, now with Banette, I'm actually going to switch because I want Zoroark to gain some experience. And as it stands, it's not gaining any experience. Just by sitting around. Now we could go Night Slash on this thing. I'm going to Sucker Punch, which I guess is a smart play. Ends up unveiling my disguise. And there we go. Zoroark takes this thing out with a one-shot. And here we are at level 50, finally with Zoroark. So that leaves one more member of the Shadow Triad. The only thing we want is what Lord Ghetsis wants. I have no problem with you, but this is for Lord Ghetsis. Same thing with the Pawniards. This one's main Pokemon is going to be Selgor. Pure Bug. Selgor is pretty fast, so keep that in mind. Don't expect to outrun that thing. It's fast. Selgor's moves is Bug Buzz, Giga Drain, Swift, and Me First. Pretty good moveset, really. The thing is, they all rely on Pawniard to fill out their team. Ooh, going to go ahead and go into a Selgor, I see. Well, I've got Prunes for such an occasion. And let's go ahead and Acrobatics. You can see how fast this thing is. It outspeeds my Crobat. It's just so fast. Now, it's not the hardest hitting Pokemon. Just keep that in mind. It's mostly known for special attack if you do use one, but it's not strong enough to be a total threat. Really, speed is its main draw. Alright, Prunes has leveled up. I think that means I've only got one Pokemon that is still less than level 50, and that's sadly the starter. So we'll try to get Watercress caught up a little bit. And we'll go ahead and Surf. Alright, nice! Alright. Even if I lose, Lord Ghetsis simply has to win. No matter. The only thing you can do is watch Lord Ghetsis use Kyurem to freeze Unova Solid. That's all. You. I return this Pokemon to you. Consider what Lord Ghetsis is about to do. I have no need for it. MrChabry 2. We'll let Team Plasma do whatever they want. There'll be more sad Pokemon like Purloin and Kyurem. It's still growling at him. He's just so distraught. This Pokemon that he grew up with, doesn't even remember him. He's probably been mistreated while under Team Plasma's control. Alright, so now it's time for us to step down. Now we'll find our way to the center of the chasm. This is it. This is the final showdown for Team Plasma. time for us to defeat Team Plasma once and for all. I'm going to put Watercress up front just because, yeah. Because it's behind, and I don't want it to be behind. Anyway, let's go ahead and skate down here. Now we can walk without sliding and slippering. And here it is. We have to ascend up this. It's time for us to finish this once and for all. Ghetsis, we're coming for you. We're going to finish you off. Now we just walk up here into the cave. The main cave of the Great Chasm. You can tell everything's getting icy as we get deeper into the cave. And there he is, Ghetsis. It's time to end this. The giant chasm. This is where the spot where Kyurem's power resonates. Here, Kyurem can use the full extent of its power and easily cover all of Unova in ice. He's got that staff. Kyurem, come. Oh man, when I first played this, I was like, wow, this is epic. I have a memory that has continued to haunt me, just one. That unpleasant look in your eyes reminds me of it. That aside, this is my gift to you, to show my respect for you making it this far. I'll freeze you solid right here, so you can watch my glorious ascent. Kyurem, glaciate. Oh, and now he's going to try to attack me, not my Pokemon. This is like Legends Arceus. He's going to get his ice spears ready, and then he's going to just surround them around me. And Zekrom Fusion Bolt. Zekrom has came in to save the day right before I were to die. The freak without a human heart. N has came to save the day. Zekrom told me Kyurem is suffering. I can't allow selfish humans to make Pokemon suffer. And I like Unova. It's the place that has taught me how to live as a human. It's the place that made me notice the harmony between Pokemon and humans living together. I'll protect the Pokemon and humans who live here. Was that Bazash? Excellent. That was a moving expression of your determination. So the education I provided to make you king wasn't a complete waste then. But I still haven't forgotten that even though I was kind enough to find you when you were living in the forest with Pokemon and take you in and care for you, in the end you are selfish and disrupted my plans. I was supposed to use your abilities to rule Unova. But I'll forgive you for that as well. Zekrom, which you are kind enough to bring with you, can shatter ice. Now you've saved me the work of searching for it. Well, actually, I knew you'd appear if we fired ice missiles into Opelucid City and you noticed changes. That was an ugly formula. It won't work. Oh, but it will. If I use these, the DNA splicers. Uh-oh. The DNA splicers. What has he got there? What are you doing with that? No. So he just poked that into Kyurem. Now we've got a cutscene that we're going to see. Kyurem with his new DNA splicers attached. And now I guess his bike, his little wing looking things have spikes on them. And he's charging up. And he's trying to attack Zekrom. So, you know, this is pretty cool. I mean, this is a DS game. You didn't have animation like this in Diamond and Pearl. Some animation, but not like it this level. Look at this. Zekrom going to get captured by Kyurem. And then he's going to revert back to his black orb. The stone that we helped N find, well, N found it on his own in Black 1. Zekrom. Kyurem. Absorb Zekrom. Use Absiffusion. Uh-oh. So now he's going to use his spikes to absorb Zekrom's power. You gotta remember on the DS, the top screen is directly above the bottom screen, so that gives you kind of an idea of how this is laid out. But now we see Zekrom has changed. It has absorbed Kyurem, sort of like Cell from Dragon Ball Z. It has changed forms. It is now Black Kyurem. This thing is still Dragon Ice, but it gives it a whole slew of different choices that it can do. If you're playing Pokemon White 2, right now you're facing down White Kyurem. And they're going to have different movesets, different focus in terms of offensive strategy. You fool. Last time I was going to use you to capture people's hearts and minds to rule them. This time I'm simply going to use overwhelming power and rule them with an iron fist. You understand? If you had simply become king, Unova would have remained beautiful. Come now, trainer. This time no one will save you. But to make things interesting, I'll give you a chance. Let's see if you can stop this, Kyurem. What's this? Your Pokeballs are trembling. Could your Pokemon be shaking with rage? No, it's impossible. Simple tools don't have emotions or thoughts. Come, challenge Kyurem. Just so you know, catching it is impossible. My cane emits a signal that disrupts the function of all Pokeballs. You've got it in. You got it. I'm kidding. I'll face you. Yeah, I'm gonna look. They're just watching me. Come! I want to see your face in this moment. You lose all hope. I've prepared the finest stage, and it's wasted on a bit player like you. Lose, go down in flames. Like, I wonder what they're thinking. I'm just running around this thing. What are they thinking about that? Anyway, it's time. And Ghetsis is not even paying attention. He's distracted. But anyway, like I was saying, depending on your version, you're either fighting Black Kyurem or White Kyurem. If you're facing White Kyurem, just know that it has quite a few electric type or fire type moves. Whew. White Kyurem, they're both Dragon Ice, but they have different options depending. White Kyurem has Dragon Breath, Slash, Fusion Flare, and Ice Burn. Black Kyurem has Dragon Breath, Slash, Fusion Bolt, or Freeze Shock. Now, really, I'm kind of worried about Fusion Bolt because it is an electric type move. And the thing to keep in mind is that Black Kyurem has better attack than White Kyurem. So Slash is going to be doing more damage on my end than it would be on your end if you're playing the other version. I'm going to do a little switcheroo just because I want Watercrest to get experience, and at this, if it goes down, it's not getting any. They do have similar abilities. Terra Volt on this, Turbo Blaze on White Kyurem. They ignore resistances based off of your ability. So really nothing, out of the ordinary. Dragon Breath is going to be doing less damage on mine than it is yours if you're using White Kyurem. And it acts as if this is just a normal wild battle. So keep that in mind. You cannot catch it. Yes, this is correct in that he's blocked your ability to catch this thing. Now, Freeze Shock and Ice Burn is the unique moves to Kyurem. they have a chance to paralyze or burn, and they are ice-type moves. Fusion Bolt and Fusion Flare are both unique moves that it gains from Zekrom or Reshiram. And they are, respectively, electric or fire. But we knocked it out pretty easily. Zosh. Haran. Zekrom and Kyurem were separated. Can't believe it. The Black Kyurem. I went to all this trouble of preparing. How irritating. Now, I have to recapture Kyurem, don't I? But first, I'll take down this disgusting trainer with my own hands. This time, I will succeed. What they try, no one will be able to stop me. And this is it. The battle versus Ghetsis. He's gonna have a full team of 6. It's kind of like how, you know, in Legends Arceus you faced Volo, and then you immediately have to face Giratina. It's reversed. You got Kyurem, then you have this. And luckily, your Pokemon get healed in between, so that's always nice. I'm going to stick with Watercress early on. Just hit this thing with a Surf. A Cofagrigus has really high defense. Keep that in mind. And it also has leftovers, so it's going to be healing itself up a few turns. I will switch here. I was expecting exactly that kind of move. You are not. You are not expecting that. Don't be silly. I'm going to go into Zoroark here. Going to go for a Shadow Ball. And you know, that's fine. Shadow Ball all you want. Because Zoroark has the type advantage. And not only that, Zoroark is performing for his original trainer. I'm going to go for a Snarl. Lower this thing's special attack. Or kill it straight out. Wow, okay, we'll take that. Alright, next up is Drapion. This is a Dark Poison. And with that, I think I want to go into Pomegranate. Because Drapion does have good defense bulk, but I could still hit it with a Fire Blast and do a lot. If I decide I can go for a Dig and hit it for a lot of damage. So, yeah. Never mind. I would not click Dig after seeing it go for Earthquake. Just because Earthquake does more damage if your Pokemon is underground. Alright, and let's switch into our Flying Boy, Prunes. Take to the air. And he's going to switch up with Night Slash. We'll go ahead and Acrobatics to finish it off. Ah, not quite enough. Not quite enough. Another one should do the job. Oh, he's got a full restore, guys. Keep that in mind. He's got a full restore. I'm going to go ahead and confuse this guy. That might give me some a little more room to play around this thing. There we go. Nice. That's what I needed. Let's go ahead and click Fly so I can be in the air and give this thing 2 turns to hit itself. There we go. Nice. Oh, a snapped out of confusion. That's fine. That's fine. We will live that, and I'll go for a Fly here. He won't be able to hit me up in the sky. And Fly should finish this thing off, looking at how much damage output we're doing. Alright, next up is going to be Electros. We'll go ahead and switch. Now, for Electros... we'll go ahead and go into Hazelnut. Just try to hit it with absolute power. Because really, I don't have much that's good against Electros. Kind of the downside. This thing has the levitate ability. I mean, what attack? Do I have anything on? I could Facade. That might be good. Yeah, we'll do a switch. We'll do a risky switch. We've got Motor Drive on Lemon. My plan is let this thing try to use an electric type move on the Lemon and then just hit with Facade. Oh, you've got Acrobatics. Well, we'll go Facade. Alright, looking at the move sets, Cofagrigus did have Protect, Shadow Ball, Toxic Psychic. Mainly there to just whittle you down. Drapion had Night Slash, Earthquake, Poison Fang, and X-Scissor. Electros here has Crunch, Flamethrower, Acrobatics, and Thunderbolt. So it's got a lot of things that it can do. I'm going to go ahead and hit it with one more Facade. And there it is. Nice. Alright, next up is Seismitoad. Now with Seismitoad, I don't have a grass type, but maybe I can hit it with my water type moves and just do enough to take it out. Seismitoad is water ground, so it does not resist water. It knows the moves Muddy Water, Sludge Wave, Earthquake, and Drain Punch. So some really strong moves. It really does have some strong moves. And I'm surprised that it outsped me. Watercress, is there something you need to tell me about your speed and why you're so slow? Alright. And we should be able to hit it with another Surf. Ah! And Zoroark should outspeed this thing, so we'll just go into Zoroark and try to finish it off. And look at that. Look. And look, it's yours. It was yours. It's mine now. Get your own. Get your own Zoroark. Now, Drain Punch. Okay. I do need to open up some healing items. Because I need to. At this point, I do need to. Let's throw one at Watercress. Yeah, that's fine. Zoroark, you did good. You know, getting punched around and everything. That's fine, that's fine. But really, Watercress is my main go-to with this guy. So we'll take care of that. We'll go ahead and Surf here. That should finish this thing off. Seismitoad goes down. Watercress finally level 49. Not quite where we want it, but it's pretty good. Hydreigon is next. Now this is a Dragon Dark type with the ability Levitate. It knows the moves Dragon Rush, Crunch, Rock Slide, and Frustration. I've got an option called Blizzard. Super effective. It's going to hit this thing really hard, and I like that. I like that in a move. Let's hit this thing hard again. Dragon Rush is going to hurt, though, because it is a high-powered Dragon-type move. Alright. Prunes should outspeed this thing. Prunes should be faster than it, so we're going to go with that and click Acrobatics to finish it off. Ah. It's going to take out Prunes with a Crunch. Oh. Frustrating. Oh, and it knocks itself out. I don't get any of that experience, though, because of how that just happened. Alright, we'll go Pomegranate here. His last Pokemon is going to be Toxicroak. Hydreigon is his main Pokemon. It's his strongest one. He just happened to send out it out before the Toxicroak. But Toxicroak here knows Poison Jab, Sucker Punch, Shadow Ball, and Brick Break. I'm going to go ahead and throw another Revive at Prunes this time. Because it really can't do anything to prunes. I was hoping that Watercress would at least gain a level. But, oh well. I guess not. Anyway, we're going to click Confuse Ray and then Fly. Confuse Ray just to make things a little bit tougher for Toxicroak. Fly to fly into it. Let's go ahead and fly now. And now it's confused. It's likely to hit itself. Ah, there it is. Yes. And it just takes one more fly. And that should finish this battle. Toxicroak is down. And that's it. That is all that she wrote. Ghetsis has been defeated. Could it be? My plans for complete and total world domination? Is failure? No, it can't be. I couldn't be defeated by some random trainer. He's still in denial. How can this be? I'm the creator of Team Plasma. I'm perfect. I'm the absolute ruler who will change the world. And I've lost to some unknown trainer not once but twice. I can't accept this. This isn't possible. I can't be bested by fools who can't even use Pokemon correctly. It's hard to call you this, but Father, please understand. Pokemon are not tools. Pokemon and humans take each other to greater heights. They are wonderful partners. Humans can understand this. Why can't you? Shut your mouth. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up! Don't talk like a person, you freak. No real person could talk to Pokemon. Lord Ghetsis has lost control. We'll take it from here. Okay. Without Father, Team Plasma is farewell. On behalf of everyone, thank you. Kyurem is fine. Now, it has lost its power, but it will come here again. Bazosh. Is that what he just said, Kyurem? Zekrom says thank you as well. That's right, I can talk with Pokemon. I know, I saw it in the flashbacks. On that day 2 years ago, Chabry and Alder taught me something. By accepting different ideas, this world creates a chemical reaction. So I met many different Pokemon and people and heard so much. That's how my world has quietly grew bigger. But being with Pokemon, humans can can go to new horizons. That's what Zekrom taught me. The ideal Pokemon and someday ideal and truth will come together. Then Pokemon and humans will be free of the oppression of Pokeballs. You, what are you striving for? You should head to the Pokemon League, put your ideas to the test. And there it is. Hey, wait, where are you going? It's going to leave again. And Hugh's going to step in. Is it over? Yes, I see. It's finally over. More importantly, you rescued Kyurem from Team Plasma. That's really something. I want to make sure Purloin gets back to my sister. Still, can't take it out of the Pokeball yet, though. What are you going to do? Say go to the Pokemon League? It's a good idea. I mean, now you're strongest Unova, right? Go prove it. You remember where we first met in the Great Chasm? You follow that path from there, it goes into Route 23. Victory Road and the League are just past there. I want to click this. The cane Ghetsis is holding. Was he controlling Kyurem with it? Good question. Questions that might be answered next time. We'll see, because we're going to end this episode here. We have finally defeated Team Plasma. Team Plasma is no more. It's not going to rise up again from the ashes. It is just gone. Ghetsis is gone. Who knows where. But anyway, if you like this, thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you in the next Pokemon video.